Okay, guys, today we're going to go over the deadlift, and I'm comparing myself to one of my clients out in Alabama, David Miller. David's been with me for the last couple of weeks, and we're trying to work on perfecting his deadlift. I'm going to use him in this demonstration. I don't want anybody hating on him because he has been working his butt off to perfect all the lifts. He's one of the best clients I've had. Really puts the work in. He gets all his videos into me on time. He gets all of his check-ins into me on time, and he's really doing what he needs to become a better version of himself. We're going to play this through first live, and let me do this at full speed. Oops, and I'll play his. Okay, so a couple of differences I want you guys to notice here. I have a little trick here that keeps my chest up, and you'll be able to see the difference here with me versus David, who's not using this trick. So first things first, as I'm coming through, you see I lift my back up and I keep my hips high. As I'm coming down and set myself up for the deadlift, hold on, as I'm coming down and set myself up for the deadlift, you just saw it, I retract my scapula. So I move my shoulders back, and this mobilizes hold on, mobilizes my lats and the muscles in my upper back. So let me show you that again. You see I'm forward, and then as I come back, I pull forward, and then back and pull. And you can actually see the muscles mobilizing right there. See how the lat bunches in, and it just gets really hard there. That's going to provide a real shelf of support for my chest as I try to keep it high throughout the movement. Now, what you see on the other side with David is he doesn't do this. He just sits back, and he creates a really severe angle between his back and the floor. I mean, if you compare, let's go from the floor. Hold on a second. The angle here. So, and then I'm going to draw this next one parallel with the floor. Right? And then here, and I mean his legs are almost, his thighs are almost parallel with the floor. That's almost a squat there. So I'm 35 degrees and he's 52 degrees. The deadlift is not a squat. You don't want to make it into a squat. You do want to bring your butt down just before you lift, but you still want to be a little bit higher hipped here so that you can you have a better chance mechanically of getting your hips to the bar quicker. Now watch this. As we pull up, notice the bar is traveling against my thigh, coming in toward my body as it glides over my shins. That's because I'm right up against the bar at the start with my shins. David's legs back here are already at an angle, which tells me that his shins, he didn't really walk his shins up to the bar. He had a little space there. You really want your shins on the bar before you pull. And then as you can see from here, we'll get to that angle, and let's get David up there. Now, what you can see here is that my chest is pointed straight ahead, and his chest is actually pointed straight at the ground. That's because my shoulders are back, and these muscles are providing that shelf of support. There is no support here for David, and his shoulders are forward, which is forcing his shoulders at the ground. Or which is forcing his chest at the ground. So you can see that there, and you can see the difference in our angles with the floor, and I'll show you that mathematically too. So let's get that better. I mean, I really can't even draw this all the way out without going into the next screen almost. And then make that parallel with the floor. And so you have a much different angle. I'm about 7 degrees higher than he is, and my chest is pointed forward. All of this gravity is dragging his chest toward the ground right now, and I'm pulling straight up. My body's going straight up, and right now the bar hasn't even broken his thighs yet, and his chest is at the ground. So as far as things go, this just puts you in a much better posture, a much better chance of completing the lift. And if you want to go with heavier weights and have a better chance of completing the lift, then this is just a really good trick to use. So hope that wasn't too complicated. You guys let me know. And if you have any questions, hit me up at gettingshredded@gmail.com. Peace.